Hi everyone, welcome back to RB Insights. I'm Dr. Ruby and I'm so happy to have you here as we continue our journey into the world of counseling and psychology. Before we start today's class, let me remind you that in our last class we have explored approaches to counseling. We discussed cognitive behavioral, humanistic and person-centered approaches. If you are yet to watch that video, I highly recommend checking it out in our educational psychology playlist. It will help you understand the philosophical foundation behind counseling, which leads us to today's class, Theories of Counseling. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Now let us begin with another exciting and informative session. Here is what we are going to learn today. We'll start by exploring what counseling theories are and why they are important. We will then discuss the four major theories of counseling, which are behavioristic, rational, emotive, and reality theories. And then we will make a comparison of these theories to understand them better and to highlight their unique focus areas. Now let us start with understanding what counseling theories are and why they are so essential. In simple terms, a theory in counseling is a structured framework that explains why and how counseling works. It gives us a roadmap to understand human behavior, emotions, and thought processes, helping counselors to apply specific techniques effectively. Here is an easy way to think about it. If an approach is like the philosophy behind counseling, then a theory is like the practical model that derives from it. For example, if a counselor uses the cognitive behavioral approach, they might rely on Albert Ellis' REBT, which is Rational Emotive Behavioral Therapy, theory to replace irrational beliefs. This shows how theories translate broad ideas into actionable steps. So the first theory we will explore is the behavioristic theory. This theory is rooted in learning principles like classical and operant conditioning, which we have already learned in the earlier classes. You can find in the playlist Educational Psychology. So what is this theory about? The focus of behavioristic theory is on observable actions. It emphasizes changing maladaptive behaviors using reinforcement techniques. The key techniques that are used in this theory are systematic desensitization and token economy. Let me explain it to you. In systematic desensitization, imagine someone has a fear of public speaking. Through this method, they would gradually face their fear, starting with small steps like speaking in front of one person, then a small group, until they feel confident. The token economy is widely used in classrooms. For example, a teacher might give stars for completed homework, which can later be exchanged for rewards like extra playtime or a treat. The goal of this theory is to modify behaviors and replace them with positive ones. Let's say a client wants to quit smoking. A counselor might introduce negative consequences for smoking, like an unpleasant sensation, while reinforcing healthier habits such as exercising. Next, we have the rational theory, which is all about fostering logical thinking. This theory emphasizes that rational thoughts lead to healthier emotions and behaviors. This theory basically focuses on addressing irrational beliefs that cause emotional distress. For example, imagine a student who believes, I failed one exam, so I will never succeed in life. A counselor using this theory would help them reframe this thought, showing them that failure is a temporary setback and not a reflection of their abilities. The key techniques that are used in this theory are helping clients challenge negative thoughts and encouraging logical reasoning to replace irrational beliefs. The ultimate goal of this theory is to empower clients to adopt a healthier, more balanced perspectives. Moving on, the emotive theory highlights the importance of emotions in our mental well-being. This theory focuses on understanding and managing emotions constructively. So what is this theory about? Emotions are at the core of our experiences, and this theory emphasizes their expression and regulation. For example, let's say someone has frequent anger outbursts at work. A counselor using this theory might guide them to practice relaxation techniques or role-playing to express their feelings in a controlled way. So the techniques used in this theory are role-playing to stimulate emotional situations and journaling to explore and process feelings. The goal of this theory is to help clients channel emotions positively, improving both personal and professional relationships. Now finally, we have the reality theory developed by William Glasser. This theory is all about personal responsibility and realistic decision making. So what is this theory about? This theory focuses on the present and encourages clients to take ownership of their actions and choices. For example, imagine a person unhappy with their career progress. A reality theory-based counselor would help them set realistic goals, create actionable plans, and take responsibility for achieving them instead of blaming external factors like family or time. The key principles of this theory are that behavior is a choice and we are responsible for our actions. The focus is on the present, not the past. So the main goal of this theory is to help clients lead fulfilling lives by making conscious, realistic choices. Now let us compare these theories to understand their unique aspects. The behavioristic theory focuses on observable behaviors and emphasizes modifying actions through conditioning and reinforcement. For example, in addressing a fear of heights, this theory could employ gradual exposure and rewards to encourage positive behavior. In contrast, the rational theory emphasizes logical reasoning. It guides individuals to identify and challenge irrational beliefs. While behavioristic focuses on actions, rational work on transforming the thought process. For example, a student overwhelmed by academic failure would learn to view it as an opportunity for growth rather than a definitive judgment. The emotional theory shifts attention to managing emotions. Unlike rational, which targets thoughts, emotive focuses on expressing and processing emotions effectively. For example, a person struggling with workplace anger could benefit from role-playing exercises or journaling to channel emotions constructively. Finally, the reality theory stands out by promoting personal responsibility and emphasizing the present. Unlike emotive, which explores feelings, reality encourages practical choices. For example, a person unhappy with their job is guided to make actionable plans rather than dwelling on dissatisfaction. So that was all on today's class on the theories of counseling. I hope you liked the video and find it helpful. Please let me know in the comment section. Like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching and see you in the next class.